Wednesday, this here part two. Wednesday, 19:15, 25 seconds, the year 2021, the month, night, month, September, the day, the first day. And you have real news being broadcast today on TV. This is your news source and journalist host, Brother Russell. And I'm going to share with you today's journal, which is also known as a diary or a memoir, or, instead of writing it down on paper, we're going to record it on this video right here. This is what we call sharing our public diary into the public, because Curious George wants to know. And Curious George is curious. Are we really all the same when it really gets down to it? Huh? I mean, who likes having their fingertips chopped off? Huh? Who likes having their back hurt? Who likes feeling hungry? Who likes being out on the street? First couple days and couple weeks might be wonderful, till all of a sudden the feet start breaking in. You get all kinds of funny looking athlete's foot scratching in there, and fucking fingernails start getting black under the bottoms, and the teeth start feeling food and candy and shit all over them all day. And the body's longing for a shower. Haven't seen a shower because you don't know how to get a shower yet. Because I remember what it was like being homeless, folks, except I had a home, though. So I pretended like I was homeless. But at the same time, I forced myself to be in that position because something inside me said there was something I need to learn here. and also too, because the lean position that I put on this house, and how I was facing all the bill collectors and letting them know. I said, brother, you need to access that Treasury Direct account that you're hiding from us and honor the bankruptcy and set this debt or this bill or this tax off, brother. I learned that shit. I learned that language. So as a matter of learning more and more, I had the utilities cut off. So I lived with no utilities, no water, no electricity, for, let's just say, 4 years straight. No, first it was for 6 months, then I had a couple months off for some reason. Something happened, and there's a story. And then, so, close to 4 years straight, no utilities. So I know, so, no food, no money either, no money. But yeah, no money. That's right, no money. 4 years, no money, folks. I didn't pay no bills. I didn't pay no tax. I didn't pay for no food. I learned to go out in town and look in the garbage cans for food. But I did that for a couple days. But I'm telling you, I got the experience. I spoke to the most professional garbage people that know how to eat out of fucking garbage cans. And they lived on the street, and they got little shops set up on the sidewalks and shit, and selling shit, and I'd go over there and talk with them and shit all the time. It was just natural for me. I was curious. What the fuck's going on with this brother? I didn't say it that way, but that's basically the feeling you can relate to, because there's something new here. I guess that might have been it. And looking at how the universe functions, that's probably what it was. It was something new, man. It wasn't the same old, and that's probably what I thirst for, that energy, something new, man. So, and I know it now, but back then it was just instinct. I wasn't conscious to it. I'm conscious to it now, though. And that's kind of a wonderful thing, man. It's like, wow. Then I can look back in life and I can realize, God, look at all that shit that I did through instinct. And I wasn't conscious to it at all. In fact, growing up with myself, shy and insecure, no friends, I hung out with no one. That means I didn't have no conversations with what's going out into town, with what all the rules are around society, no nothing. I knew nothing. So I created a world, you could say. Just a world for me. So like I said, you know, when I looking back, remembering as a kid, you know, oh, this got us onto, oh, that's right. We got onto this subject because of the parents' expectation in the families. And it was really strong years ago, folks. Really strong. Really strong. Really strict. God, man. You know, and I've heard people speak on these things, but never registered with me because I didn't know nothing was going on in the world. Although it went into the mind, you know. Yeah, that's some wild shit to really have that thought be real strong with me right now. In public witness, folks, because that's what this is out here in these backyards. This is outside where someone could be hearing something, and you know someone's going to hear it, even if they're not human, because you know that the bird and the squirrel and the dirt and the tree has a native Indian spirit in that motherfucker. You know. You don't need no one to tell you. Although you might need, you might have needed to hear it from someone sometime in your life down the road, somewhere in the past. You might have read it in a book. I think I read that one in a book years ago. God, man, now I'm actually remembering, I think, when I read it. It was an Indian book too, wasn't it? I was in fucking Job Corps in Troutdale, Oregon. That's what it was, 23 years old. I think I was at the maximum limit to get into Job Corps. I think 25 is the cutoff. So 23, yep, you're eligible to go to Job Corps. Because I was on unemployment back then too. So, you know, God, man, I've been on unemployment a lot in life, man. Jesus Christ. And then I realized, looking back at it, and this was all federal money. It all came from the federals, and they dished it out to the states, man. In fact, when I got out of the military in 1999, President Carter was president. That would be Hillary Clinton. Yeah. And Carter. Clinton. Was it Clinton? Oh, fuck. Now I gotta figure out who the fuck was it. What the fuck year were we on? Let it go, brother. We'll get back to it later. So there we are. As soon as we stop to start thinking deep on whatever it was, we're looking to tell the story, man. We want to remember, it feels good to get to it. This gets us into the sexual energy. It feels really good sometimes to tell our story, to tell a story, to say something. It just feels good, man. So, I mean, it like unblocks. It opens up the passageways. Yeah. Instead of saying it unblocks shit, just opens up the passageways. Get myself, hey, kitty. Got my own. See that Black Panther out there in the distance? Look at that Black Panther. Brother striving for a treat. We're putting on a skip for the Black Panther. Look. Black Panther out here. Look at him. He's still there. He's feeling secure knowing that I'm behind the fence, out of the distance of the runway. Now, if that was a big cat right there, a big cat, then I would be thinking to myself, whoa, I'm a little bit too close to that cat. A little bit, and too close to that cat's striking range. So folks, I'm talking how to get along with the cats, the big cats out in the jungles. Out here would be the cougars and the jaguars. I heard the jaguars were big in North America. The fucking jaguars, you call them jaguars. And that right there is the animal from which the military attorneys patterned their cat skills after. The bone crusher, the skull crusher. You want to know about? You want to talk MK Ultra mind control? The skull crusher is the jaguar, which is the cat. Everyone calls it the jaguar. The jaguar. the jaguar. The bone crusher, the skull crushers. That's the biggest cat native to the North American lands today, in today's world. The jaguar, and that represents the military attorneys are called JAGs, which is an acronym for, what the fuck is that? JAG. Judge, advocate, yeah, judge, advocate, JAG. And then the G is for what? Judge Advocate General. Woo! Look at those 3 words right there. The Judge Advocate Cat, the Judge Advocate, Kate, the Judge Advocate, and let's use all the, let's give all the 5 vowel syllables an equal say at the table with their pronunciations. So that could be the Judge Advocate, the I syllable, I, which comes from the letter I in the alphabet. I wish I had an down and the melodies is quick. I know down. Now this gets us into fucking singing, folks, without the artificial instrument. Melodies. Instead of striking a chord and singing to the court, let's just create the court right here. Wherever we are at on that one. Get a little bit of, brother, get a little bit, brother. And here's Boob Cat over here. I know you all long to see Boob Cat over here. Boob Cat? Boob Cat, you over here? What Boob Cat? I told Boob Cat she's going to Hollywood now. Huh? Boob Cat? She's feeling, I better not speak to her that way too much though. Because I'm learning. You know, I'm learning from Michael Jameson. How many of y'all, we just changed the subject. How many of y'all visited YouTuber Michael Jameson? Huh? Can I see a show of hands, please? Wow, that's quite a peculiar hand you got there, sir. Woo! Instead of getting offended at the brother and mad at the brother and expecting the brother to have given me the hand that I was expecting him to give me, that brother answered the request in his way. He gave me a little different hand that I thought that I was supposed to get. And if I didn't get that particular hand, then I was trained to be mad and offended. And what the fuck going on? Ready to go to war on your ass. In fact, I'm starting the battle right now. Here's the rock. Sister Dunn just threw a rock at the brother's car in the midst of a split-second moment. And the two are still lovers. Man, you want to talk about a skit play for Hollywood. I mean, this story has been told 1,000 times over. And that's what I learned from Mother. She said, man, I saw this movie when I was young, when it was a different movie. It's the same movie, different characters. It's the same book someone wrote, but different characters. And you know, everyone pretty much has different character traits. Although we all have capacity to be all the universal character traits. And we know this, and the evidence is quite clear when we look at certain comedians that voice mimic other famous people that everyone knows. They know what they sound like. And when the comedian gets on stage and he mimics the same voice characters, you immediately say to yourself, oh, that brother sounds just like President Carter. or President, or someone that you know, that brother sounds just like President Obama. And he a white man. What the fuck going on with that brother's voice? Wow, that's a peculiar shit right there. That brother, that's a white boy on a comedian stage. He sounds just like fucking Brother Obama. Brother claimed to have held some U.S. presidency positions. And when Trump got into power, Trump basically said, brother, the only thing that you was positioning for was Gitmo Bay, fucker. Your ass is trumped. You know, that's all I can say. And the only reason I say that, folks, is because now that the people, because more and more people are knowing, now that the people more and more popular now, because Biden's numbers are fucking tanking. Brother isn't gonna be able to see the hot potato a day and an ounce of sparkling cider. I don't think so. But you never know. You never know. I'm just saying, you know, looking at it with common sense, I'm saying to myself, all these people that are waking up, to all the people, the inside job in the government, what happened in 911, and it's all being talked about behind the scenes, not only with regular YouTubers, but by people in the military, people in the state house, governors, even President Trump's right in there with them. Fuck, folks. I mean, and you know how the legal system is, how it runs, and how everybody in the country operates and functions under the current legal jurisdiction. And when someone's caught doing something bad, and especially at the treasonous level, and all the way down to the lowest little guy who just stole a pack of gum out of the local market to go pin some judgments on somebody. You know. I mean, the whole house of Biden, Obama, all the previous presidents, Bush, Clintons, the Carters, the Fords. The only one they say that might have been worth his weight in salt was the one that got killed and the one that got shot. As far as recent presidents go. And that would be John F. Kennedy, which was an inside CIA job. And God, all the evidence is there to look at if you want to go look at all over the internet, YouTube, all kinds of different websites, cam rooms, chat rooms, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's a no-brainer. All of us know from the lowest neighborhood level all the way up through the state departments, counties, fucking federal governments, all the way up to the international realm. Everything that's legal. They all know that there's no choice but for the people, the only thing they know is the legal end of the stick. Shit's about to hit the fan. Shit is about to hit the fan. But I'm just saying, it sounds like it to me. I don't know everything, because I just started studying what's going on in the government here in the last 5 years, something like that. But I've heard some people that sound that, you know, stories are matching, credibility and shit like that, and wondering to myself, wow, what a predicament. And the only thing I can say is karma is a bitch, because that's the predominant religion in the legal codes, folks. It's any law that gets any legal code that gets broken must be paid for. That's kind of a hard one to swallow, because all we've really known is the elite at the top get to get away with whatever they want. And that funneled all the way down to the families, friends, states, counties, and cities, and the neighborhoods with the neighbors right next to us. I mean, fuck. I saw a video last night from fucking Red Pill the World, and she showed school teachers that are teaching the students in the classrooms, teaching them how to get extra credit for their graduation, extra credit, if they would learn the Antifa fighting tactics and go out into the cities and the towns and the nations all over the world, because Antifa is just a name for all the bad guys. It doesn't matter, they're all connected. It's just that Antifa is the local guys. Antifa is the local guys in the cities. That's how we know the local ones. The local ones are called Antifa. But anyway, I watched the video yesterday. Just regular people and the teachers in the classrooms, folks. You know, you never know what's going on in the deep woods of county this and city this and town this. And they got a public school there. And, you know, they don't get much visitors or whatever the hell. And they just go in there and they teach the kids anything that they want them to know. And so I saw the video yesterday, man. This young 25-year-old teacher, just young teacher, 25 years old. 25 years old. Teaching the kid Antifa tactics and how to go out in town and sabotage everything. You know? And to me, you know, I'm just thinking to myself legally. I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, these fuckers are, you know, not necessarily fuckers, it's just where they're at. And they're robot controlled too. So all I can say is this is robot control karma. For now, I guess that's a good word. But anyway, you know, the hammer's coming down on everyone. Because, fuck, man, people have had it. They found out what happened. They know. I'm getting to the majority of the people. Enough. And it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger. They know what's up. They know 911 was an inside job from the government, inside the government, CIA, FBI, presidency, Congress. And it just spread all over the place, all over the fucking world, folks. And all this shit all over the world's coming down. It's been coming down. And it's at its last gasping breath now, folks. So I'm thinking to myself, if it's at its last gasping breath, then they ain't got much left in them. You know what I'm saying? That's just common sense to me. If they are. From the stories that I've been hearing on YouTube and the news, and what's kind of making sense to me, I'm thinking to myself, huh. Because the latest news was this, folks. Afghanistan was the drug trading, or I think it was drug trading, the drug trading controlling country on the planet, Afghanistan, which were producing the pharmaceuticals to be used at the hospitals. The poppy fields. Yeah, this is what I'm learning. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that makes sense to me. Makes a whole lot of fucking sense to me. From the little bit that I've seen and learned. I said, yeah, fuck, hell yeah. And that Afghanistan was one of their last ditch effort strongholds to try to stay alive in the Jaguar's grip. Now we're talking. I've been coming at you folks from the angles, from tigers and lions, And look, all of a sudden out of nowhere, Jack in the Box, the fucking jaguar. The jaguar was watching what the lion and the tiger were getting involved with. And when you had your eyes on the lion and the tiger, the jaguar fucking swooped on you. And it was surprise. You didn't even see it coming. Wow, now I'm starting to look back at what's been going on with this radio show in the backyard. Because folks, all I do is open the mouth, and I know it's coming from the air. And I learned how to tap into it, and to tap into the protective powers when it's channeled. You know, it all revolves around being on watch and alert with everything that's going around me at the same time as I'm speaking. Because I'm listening for people walking down the street. I'm listening for neighbors coming out in the yards. And then having adjustments accordingly with the radio program. Because that's just fucking wisdom. That's universal wisdom right there. You don't just say anything at any time, in any place, in just any atmosphere. That's what I've learned. That's what I'm learning. And I'm realizing that's always been instinct with me. You know, basically in street language, it's knowing when to speak and when to shut up. And that includes, you know, as I'm out here speaking and expressing in the backyard, being in tune with, you know, who's around and what do I think that they can handle. And if I said something just as they got envisioned, if I said something to quickly adjust the self and say to myself, now does this subject need to be changed immediately according to the new energy that just entered into the bubble here? And I'm lightning quick with it. I'll be on the verge of fucking pissing someone off, and then I'll shut it right the fuck off. And then it gets real sensitive. Because now I know they're listening to me and I'm listening to them. And we're just sitting here together, silent with each other, wondering, feeling the air. And so when I say this, I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is probably what it's like to meet a big cat, a wild cat in the jungle, or a wild cat in the plains, or what I would call a real animal. Not a wild animal, a real animal. I think the animals have been given a bad name on purpose. What do you think? The real animals, because the real animals don't mess around. Because they know when you're looking to invade the territory to create an imbalance. The animals know, especially the top chain predators. They know that shit. You know, and that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. You know, I think to myself, you know, they went in way too fast. Because you got to think to yourself, folks, there's a lot of trees on this planet. And most all the people live in tiny little areas on the planet. And the rest of the 90% of the land is all fucking trees or deserts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't tell me that we're overpopulated. That's not a proper term. What I see what's going on is we're withholding how to utilize universal technology in order to expand in a balanced nature with the animals. Because somewhere along the line we lost that. And just looking at the animals, you gotta know something real terrible's going on when You hear all the reports of the people going out into the jungles and shooting this animal for their hide, this animal for their hide, this animal for the bones, this animal for medicine, this animal for that, you know, all for, you know, the sake of the fake money system. You see what that produces? See what this money system produces? Everyone's out there, you know, just killing the fuck out of shit just so they can get some of that money. Fake money, too. So anyway, we're at 30 minutes. We're going to have to go with a part 3 on this. It's fucking 7:45. I got to be in bed at 10. So that, what's that give me? That'd be 8. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I have to start thinking to myself, well, I'm on day shift now. Brother wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And man, it's easier now than it was 2 years ago. Fuck! Jesus Christ, what a difference. So I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for it now. Day shift, brother on day shift now. Woo! Swinging the beef. That way when he gets home, he's gonna have 6 hours straight, solid time. 6 hours straight. Oh, the brother's gonna have all kinds of wonderful programs. Anyway, let's go part 3. Talk to you later.